The origins of COVID-19 remain the source of heated debate and disagreement. And now the chair of the House subcommittee investigating the virus says State Department documents detail, in his words, credible evidence of a lab leak and attempted cover-up by the Chinese government. NewsNation's Connell is live in Washington. And Joe, lawmakers are pushing the State Department to declassify these files and make them public.
Yeah, they are. And why this is important, Nichole, is it's really a window into what the State Department believes about the origins of COVID, but that they haven't actually said publicly just yet. So we've reported now, we've confirmed that Brad Wenstrup, the chairman of the House committee that's investigating the origins of COVID, got a chance to look at classified State Department documents. And what he came away with, his impression, was that the lab leak theory has credible evidence behind it, enough for him to support it. And according to his view on what he saw, that the Chinese government was trying aggressively to cover that up. Now, we have not seen the documents because, again, they are classified. We do have a copy of the redacted version. They're very redacted, so a lot of it is blocked out. But from what we can see, you can actually look at the headers above certain paragraphs, and it gives us some insight. One says, who ordered the cover-up? Signs point to Beijing, not local officials, and you'll excuse the very loud sirens behind us here. The other says Beijing knew earlier than they admit. Now, remember, these documents are from the U.S. State Department. Now, the committee working on this, I'm told, in Congress, they had asked for these documents more than a year ago, back in February of 2023. They just recently got a response, and the response was, no, you're not allowed to have these documents, but we can, in a classified setting, allow you to come see them. So that's what the chairman and some members who work on this committee, some staff also, got to see. Again, now the committee is asking the State Department to just make these public and let the American people see what these documents actually say. Brad Wenstrup, the chairman, in a letter to Secretary of State Antony Blinken, says here, quote, "We write you today to request you immediately take steps to declassify this information such that the American people have a more complete picture of the government's evidence regarding the origin of COVID-19 pandemic." Just a quick reminder, the lab leak theory is, as it suggests, that COVID actually started in the Wuhan lab because they were doing research and there was an accidental leak that ended up spreading and became the worldwide pandemic. We do know Dr. Fauci is going to be coming to Capitol Hill in June to testify in front of this committee. This topic is certainly going to be front and center, one of the cores of that committee hearing, Nichole.
All right, Joe Connell live for us there in Washington. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.